Hello, hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Once again, hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's our honor and pleasure to have you here. To the founders, we say welcome back. We love you every time you are in, the founders. And to the guests and first timer, we love you more. It is because of you that this webinar is on. This webinar is for our first timer and our guests. And we love you more every time we have you in the house. My name remains Larry Akinremi, and I would first like to appreciate the presence of our leaders, our global leaders, the Leadership Council members in the house. Thank you for coming. Thank you for keeping our coming. Thank you for supporting us. So, we have some ground rules for this Zoom webinar. I would like to state them right now. I can see Irene and Rachel. Please, we have Q&A time. Can you just please calm down? We'll get to Q&A time and you have the opportunity to ask a question. Irene and Rachel, thank you. So the ground rules. Please, for the duration of the presentation, you are going to be muted. Kindly, please, stay muted. After the presentation, there's going to be a Q&A time. Then you have the opportunity to ask your question. You'll be told how to unmute yourself, ask your question. It will be answered, and you can mute yourself back for others to have the same opportunity. However, during the Q&A time, it's imperative you have to show your video, and that's important. Thank you very much. So the founders in the house, please, this is an important information from the leadership. This particular webinar is dedicated to our guests and our first timer, and therefore the Q&A time is for them. Let's give our guests and first timer the opportunity to ask that question. And that's why the leadership has taken it upon themselves to make sure that there's a founders only meeting on Mondays where all founders can come and ask their questions. So please, dear founders, your question may not be entertained here today. It's for our guests and customer. However, if you've been a founder for the last probably 3 days, 5 days, we can accommodate you. But more than that, please, founders, let's meet in the founders only webinar where we have our Q&A updates on Monday, and we've got the Leadership Council member led by our very their own man on a mission to answer our question, please. And most importantly, also, this is a professional webinar. If for any reason you are not properly dressed, kindly put up your video or else put on the proper apparel. Thank you very much. That being said, I would like to introduce to us the man that is going to do the presentation for us. Is somebody that the whole Leadership Council member has given this assignment to take it out to whoever cares to listen. We call him a man on a mission. He has spent about 3 decades in the US, about the same amount of time in the IT industry. He's a family man. He's an expert in ICT. He has managed to traverse every sector in the IT industry. He's an investor. And by the time you actually with the presentation, you will agree with me that he's an authority in what he's saying. Without much ado, I would like to call on Mr. Charles Oson to take over. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Larry, for all that you do to our community and the world at large. We really appreciate your efforts, and we cannot thank you enough. I want to welcome each and every one of you here today. I want to welcome the founders, the Leadership Council members who are here. Of course, you're going to hear from each and every one of us. But I also want to welcome particularly our guests. We just get excited when we see new people trying to join us because it just means our family is going to get bigger. And that is exciting. And I know if you're a guest, you are here today to hear about a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. And I'm the one with that daunting task to bring it to you. I'll do my best. The way I do that is I tell you my story. Because when you tell your story, it is the truth. Mark Twain once said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. And that's so correct. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Hopefully you can resonate with it. And I tell you how I got to know about this business and why I decided to be part of it. Just like Larry said, I've been in the IT industry for a very long time. I did retire some years back, but for more than 30 years, I've been in that industry, and I was fortunate enough to work in almost every discipline in there. But during that time, I was also looking for extra ways to make money because I have a big family in the United States and beyond. And in that search for ways to make extra money, about 34 years ago, I ran into the works of Mr. Warren Buffett, the third wealthiest person as of today in the world. And he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now that statement has resonated with me ever since, and every time I go to sleep, I'm wondering whether or not I'm making money. Started looking for ways to make money in my sleep. And I also ran into the works of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, who was famous for his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he is the one who impressed upon me that even though we have rich people in this world, we also have the wealthy. What's the difference? The rich tend to work for their money. The wealthy make money in their sleep. And that's the one that I got interested in. So I did resign from my corporate America job just over 4 years ago. And I recall a colleague of mine looking at me and saying, Charles, you must be very lucky. You must have saved up a lot of money to be retiring this early. And I said to him, on the contrary, I have been working for so long and can't seem to save up the kind of money that I would like. So there has to be a better way, right? More than just a job. We say the acronym for job is just over broke, because by the time you pay your bills, you're back to where it all started. So I retired, got myself an office space in Maryland in the United States. And just over 2 years ago, a trusted friend of mine walked into my office and said to me, Charles, here's something you're gonna like. Here's this opportunity I want to share with you. And just so you know, prior to retiring, I've been studying rigorously the behavioral patterns of successful people. And one of them is this. You bring them an opportunity, they will look at it. They'll make sure they comb it upside down before making an informed decision. So I pretended to be one of them that day. I told my friend, however, I've got 3 questions for you that we must settle before we move forward. Question number 1. This opportunity that you are bringing to me today, am I going to be able to make money if I cannot recruit? If I cannot sell to even one person, am I still going to make money? And when I say money, I mean real money, enough money to give me financial freedom. Now remember, I had time freedom because I retired. There's something was missing. You have people with time freedom, no money freedom. You have people with money freedom, no time freedom. Okay, but when you have both, then you have what we call total freedom. So I was still in search for that money freedom so I can have total freedom. So I asked my friend, if I cannot recruit one person, because I'm a human being, and by the way, most of us humans, 97% of us don't know how to recruit, right? We have to accept it. It's a reality. So I said to him, if I cannot recruit even one person, am I going to be able to make that kind of money? And he said to me, Charles, not only will you make money, but you'll make enough to leave a legacy for your children, your children's children, and beyond. That sounded like music to my ears. So I said, let's go to question number 2. Will I have to come out of pocket every month in, month out, to pay some bill? In the industry, they call it ownership. Will I have to pay a monthly ownership? Because usually when you have to do that and you have problems, guess what? That's the first thing that goes out the window. So I asked him that, and he said to me, Charles, when this company launches, you're going to have to come out of pocket once, and that's it. Now, just so you know, the company was in pre-launch, of course. So he told me that, and I said, oh, wow, that's great. Now I'm getting excited. Then I said, let's go to the third question, the last, but certainly not the least. Does this company have legitimate, viable products? Now, by legitimate, I mean legal. By viable, I mean necessary. Necessary, something that mankind, you and I, will need on a daily basis. Now, if a company doesn't have that, that company is a time bomb. I can assure you that. I know a bunch of you guys here from Nigeria. You might have heard of a company called MMM, came around a few years ago, lots of people lost money. A few people made money, no question about that, but most people lost money. And if you go back and you look at MMM, they did not have legitimate, viable products. And they're not the only one. These companies come up every day. I mean, I get hit almost every other day with companies like this. So that became my third question, right? So now I asked my friend, when my friend said to me, Charles, you have an extensive IT background. I am pretty sure you understand these products better than me. I said, no problem. So I went and took a look at the products. And I came back to him and I simply said to him, my friend, should this company succeed in what they're trying to do, we are going to have an internet quake. It's like a shakeup of the internet. But I also told him, we're going to have to wait some time, maybe 4 years, maybe more, before this dream is realized. And he said to me, Charles, why would you say that? He didn't like that. I said, listen, you told me to take a look at the products. I did. And I'm telling you, I understand what they're doing. They're using artificial intelligence, AI for short, in every step of the development process. AI is a disruptive technology. What do I mean by that? One that comes every once in a while, it'll change the way we do things. We have no choice. In other words, it'll disrupt our lives. AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known. But AI is very involved. It involves machine learning. It involves empirical data. It involves millions upon millions of lines of coding. And for those of you who are familiar with software development, that is time consuming. That's what I told my friend. And guess what? We're going to have to buckle up, fasten our seatbelts, and just enjoy the roller coaster. But I also told him, I don't care how long it takes. I want to be part of this company now. I had something called FOMO, fear of missing out. I had missed out on a few opportunities earlier on in my life. I wasn't going to miss out on this one. Not at any length of time. And not at any cost. So I also asked him, how much is it going to cost me to be part of this company today? And I was expecting some big amount, huge amount, maybe 20K, 25K. And I had my credit card in my pocket, right? Thankfully, in the United States, we do not need cash. All we need is plastics, credit cards, and I had a few of those. But my friend looked up at me and said, Charles, all you need is $97. $97. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding, right? He said, nope, I'm dead serious. Okay, well, here's my card, put it on there. By the time we were done, I had spent $102. So there's a $5 fee for credit card, debit card handling, no big deal. Okay. I don't know at what point I got muted. Well, it costed me $102, and I said, no big deal. You can consider that dinner for two. But I also told him, please, I am going to be busy for right now because we need some time for this company to launch, but contact me, text me, email me, call me, do whatever it takes. Let me know when they are closer to launch. And he called me 8 months later and said, Charles, the CEO of this company wants to talk to everybody. So I got on the call, and there was Mr. Ashmore Farah. And Mr. Ashmore Farah, for those of us who have been founders for some time, we have come to know and love him dearly. Not only because he's going to help us make money, and I can assure you he will. He will help us make plenty of money. But also, and more importantly, because of his heart for humanity. There are quite a few geniuses out there. There's Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, just to name a few, Jeff Bezos. There are quite a few of them. These guys all have the brains, but do they have the heart? My friends, as you come to join our company, you will find out that our CEO, not only does he have the brains, but he has the heart. And that's why most of us leaders, we resonate with him so powerfully. But mind you, I was listening to him for the first time. And he came on and he said, folks, we have been making a lot of progress. In fact, we are closer to launch. So that threw me off, I must admit. And I'm saying to myself, well, whom is he kidding? It's just about 8 months ago, I told my friend, we're gonna be waiting for the long haul. All of a sudden, we are ready for launch and we are closer to launch. And so he got my attention. I was listening keenly. And then he said, we've hired a building in Bangalore, 2 floors in that building. Now, Bangalore, for those of you who are familiar with that part of the world in India, it's like the Silicon Valley. Now, if you look behind me, you're gonna see a building that says Onpassive. I'm proud of it. Now, this building was acquired December of 2020, leased for 9 years, okay? But at that time, this building was non-existent. Mr. Mofara had gone to Bangalore, leased 2 floors in a high-rise building, and then he said, we've hired 200 engineers. 200 engineers, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And these guys are working day and night to make sure our goal is realized, to make sure this dream comes to fruition. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, most startup companies are going to have 20 to 25 engineers. Most startup companies are going to have these engineers work 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 hours a day. I know because I have been part of a few of those. Mr. Mofaras goes to the source. And when I say source, for those of you who are in IT, you'll agree with me that Indians are the best in the game, hands down. So he goes to the source. He did not get 20 or 25 engineers. He got 200 of them. And these guys are not working 8 or 9 or 10 hours a day. These guys are working around the clock. These guys are working 24/7, taking turns. And so now in my head, I'm thinking, oh, well, okay. With this kind of a resource, yes, you can cut time frames. With this kind of a resource, yes, you can do in 2 or 3 years what is scheduled to take 5 or 6 years. So my belief factor goes up, and I'm listening again, and he comes on and he said, well, you know what? We've had some unethical individuals, and we're going to have to come up with a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA for short. When you see that, go back and sign them up, because it is the only way that you're going to be part of this company. Now, 2 months later, he came back and said, NDAs are out. I went back, took a look at them, very long document, and I can assure you I am not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination. But it dawned upon me when I was done reading that NDA that this is serious. This is no longer a joke. This is that time that I told my friend, come back to me, let me know, text me, do whatever it takes so I can get more involved, okay? When I looked at the time, money, energy spent, and I said, well, guess what? I've got to roll up my sleeves. I've got to make sure everybody who has ears can listen to this opportunity. And that's why the guy earlier said, it's a man on a mission. Yes, I am a man on a mission. And what's my mission? Anybody with ears is going to hear about this opportunity. So I called up a few friends in my office. We took a look and I said, hey, what's the best way to get this out? We decided on Zoom, thanks to technology. With Zoom, all you need is a smart device. It can be a smartphone, can be an iPad, laptop, doesn't matter, and internet, and you're on. And so what is this company I'm talking to you about? Like it says behind me, Onpassive. And that name was not given by chance. This is a passive opportunity. What does that mean? That means when we launch, you just come up with a small subscription amount, and that's it. You're done. No more out-of-pocket expense, nothing to do, money in your bank account. That is huge. Our CEO and founder that I just mentioned to you, Mr. Ash Mofara, he graduated with a master's in e-commerce, internet marketing, and information technology. He went back to Harvard, did some more studies on online businesses. This guy has a knack for artificial intelligence. This guy is a guru when it comes to traffic generation. What is traffic, my friends? Traffic is the reason you and I can dream today. Traffic is the most fundamental element in any business. Whether it's offline or online, doesn't matter. So let's spend a couple minutes talking about it. Now, I know most of us here have an age, so we're more used to offline businesses, right? So let's start with offline. Say you have a business offline, and I do have the same business. And it can be any business. It can be a car dealership, a hair salon, doesn't matter. Let's just assume that it is a restaurant. And I only choose restaurant because I love food and I know everybody eats. So you have a restaurant, I have a restaurant. Same kind of restaurant, same kind of food, same chef. The food tastes identical. The only difference, location. Your restaurant is going to fare better than mine, and here's why. People are going to come into that shopping mall, minding their own business, maybe to do their hair, do their nails, buy some clothes, window shopping, whatever it is that brings them to that shopping mall. They will eventually get hungry. They will look up, spot your restaurant, wander into your restaurant, and the end result of that is what? Sales. My restaurant, on the other hand, people are going to have to know that it is there. People are going to have to leave their homes deliberately to go there. Because of that, it suffers. It suffers from what? Traffic. So what is traffic? People, customers coming in and out of your business. That's it. What about traffic online? But before I go there, I just want to say this. In this digital day and age, if you have that business offline like the restaurant, please get yourself an online presence. Otherwise, you will be smoked by your competition. And the reverse is not true. So you can have a very successful business online with no offline presence. Typical example, Amazon. So what am I saying in essence? We do have millions upon millions of businesses on offline, sorry. Yes, we do. But we have more businesses online than we do offline, billions of them. And all of them also thrive on traffic. They must have traffic to survive. So what is online traffic? Simple, it is clicks. You have a business online, you can call it charlesoson.com. The first thing that needs to happen for you to make a sale, people need to click on it. No clicks, no sales. The more the clicks, the more the sales. So we have individuals online, businesses online. How do they make money? By driving traffic, customers, to all those billions of businesses online. That's it. An example of that is what? Google. That's their main source of income. And then we have something called targeted traffic. Targeted. What is targeted traffic? Say you go online looking for a TV, and somebody comes behind you and whispers in your ear, why don't you go to charlesoson.com? And the moment you go there, all you see is TVs, all colors, all sizes, all prices. What are your chances of buying? Off the roof, right? Well, guess what? That store just got itself a targeted traffic. So our CEO and founder, Mr. Mofara, that I mentioned to you guys just a few moments ago, is the best in that game of driving targeted traffic. Nobody even comes close. He proved himself. After graduation, he got involved with a few companies, drove traffic to them, customers to them, affiliates. He made some millions doing that. These companies also made lots of money. But unfortunately, my friends, I told you guys earlier, no legitimate viable products is a time bomb. These companies went out of business. Most of them. So Mr. Mofara and his family, very aware of the fact that you must have viable products, are going to sit together, notably his wife, and they're going to say, you know what? We need to stop doing this. We need to get our own. We're going to get our own company. We're going to get legitimate, viable digital products. We're going to get founding members, you and I. We will drive traffic to them. Yes, of course, we are the best in the game. They will make money, we will make money, everybody is happy. That's it. So that's the birth of Onpassive, my friends. So just over 3 years ago, Mr. Mofara and his friends, they're gonna sit together and say, hey, we are about to start our own. There are about 7.7 billion people on earth. Now, remember I said just over 3 years ago, very important, because there was no pandemic, there was no COVID-19. There are about 7.7 billion people on earth. And at any point in time, statistics show that 7 million of them are online, looking for something, some service. Now, prior to the pandemic, that kind of figure, what do you think it is today? A lot more. But 7 million is a lot, still a lot. What kind of services are they looking for so we can provide them? Well, some of them are doing online banking, right? I do that all the time, sometimes twice a day. And I know some of you do that as well. And when we do these things, there are people online, companies online that monetize on our services. So these guys are gonna say, well, guess what? With AI, we can have our own, even better. Some people online are on their favorite social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. I love Facebook. But when we are on Facebook, what are we doing? We are sending texts, photos to friends, classmates, family members, colleagues. That is called community, right? So these guys are gonna say, well, with AI, we can have our own, even better.
Meet yourself, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, or meet yourself.
Please co-host, nobody should meet me again. All right. Some people online are doing e-commerce, drop shipping, email marketing, bulk emailing. Okay? These guys are gonna say, with AI, we can have ours, even better. And some of us online are video conferencing, just like you and I right now. Video conferencing, it is big. If you can see me or hear me or both, it means you went to Zoom, put in some ID, and there you are. My friends, the founders, the owners of Zoom are monetizing on our services as we speak. And Zoom is not the only one. We have Skype, we have AnyMeeting, Cisco WebEx, Google Hangouts, Microsoft Teams. We have a plethora of more than 25 of them. All of them making serious money, especially since after the pandemic, since after COVID-19. Zoom, of course, is the most popular. Why? Because they are the most user-friendly, but not for long. You wait until you see Onpassive's webinar platform. The pictures are clearer, 3D, they are faster, more secure, end-to-end encrypted, more scalable, and above all, guess what? Cheaper. But today, let's focus on Zoom because it's still their day. They got a few more weeks before we come, we show them what webinar platform is all about. So let's give it to them today. Prior to COVID-19, Zoom was averaging 10 million participants every day. April 1st, 2020, same company took a statistics. That number had risen to over 300 million participants a day. Now, November 30th, 2020, Forbes magazine came out with a report. Zoom had made more profits than ExxonMobil, the decades-old American oil company. My friends, do you guys know why? Ever since the advent of COVID-19, every university, high school, middle school, elementary school, asking students to take classes virtually. I have seen pastors, men of God, women of God, having virtual prayer services. I have seen virtual weddings, virtual graduations. The world is going virtual, and Onpassive is simply going to help us monetize. Let's talk about another service, Virtual Private Network, VPN. What is that? Just a fancy name for a tunnel. It is a tunnel. It cuts across a major network, such as the internet, and protects your data. It provides privacy. Employers use it so that their employees can have access to corporate data without fear of bad guys, without fear of hackers. Now, ever since the advent of COVID-19, every company, most of them, Microsoft, Facebook, all of them, even the federal government, asking people to work from home. Well, guess what that means? Some company, somebody is monetizing on those services using a VPN. Well, guess what? Onpassive, with AI, we have our own. We call it all virtual. Super, super smart, much faster, more scalable, more secure, end-to-end encrypted. By the time Onpassive launches, my friends, I can assure you that big players in this space, like Cisco Networks, they are going to know there is a new sheriff in town. Yes. Let's talk about another service, search engine optimization, SEO. What is that? Sounds like a mouthful, right? We know of search engines. We know of Yahoo. We know of Bing. And for those of us Apple enthusiasts, we know of Safari. Well, I'm sure everybody knows of Google. It's so popular, it's become a verb. Yes. You can go to Google as many times a day as you want, free of charge. You can go to Google to open a Gmail account, 1, 10, 100, free of charge. You can open a voicemail account, Google Voice account, like voice over IP phone number, free of charge. So it sounds like everything is free in Google. Sounds like everything is free in Facebook, right? All these companies. Well, yet Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. So here's the multi-billion-dollar question I've got for you guys. How does Google make money? Most of us don't know, and frankly, most of us don't even care. Why? Because it's none of our business, right? But let me just say this. I will share with you just one of the main ways they make money, because Onpassive is going to help us make money the same way. You go to Google today to search for something. It could be anything. It could be a watch, a phone, but let's say it's a camera. And I just use that because I do have an online store and I do market my cameras through Google. Let's say you go there, search for camera, a bunch of them will pop up. One of them from my store. Well, you click on that camera from my store and you just costed me money. You don't have to buy it. They call it pay per click. So what happens? Google tells its customers, as long as you market something through us, you advertise something through us, and the customer comes looking for it, we're going to optimize our search and bring your item to the top. Of course, why not? You've paid us, right? Bring it to the top. As soon as they see it, eyeballs, that's it. Our job is done. They don't have to buy it. Now, I am paying as a small business person, very, very small, almost insignificant online. I am paying Google about $400 every month, averagely. I'm also paying Microsoft about $600 every month. Why am I paying Microsoft? Bill Gates is a visionary, right? He knows SEO is big. Didn't have time to start up his own brand new company. Went and bought an existing company called Bing, revamped it, and people like us have to pay him every month. Yes, I'm paying Zoom for this service that we're on every month. I'm paying a company called GoDaddy for what? DNS, domain name service. If you're a business online, I just told you we have billions of businesses online. All of them must have a domain name. And somebody is monetizing on that. As you're going to find out, Onpassive is going to help us also monetize because we're going to have our own DNS, AI driven from start to finish. We're going to have our own search engine optimization, SEO. Super, super smart. So smart, by the time you type the first character, it'll know where you are headed. Let me assure you guys this. When Onpassive launches, the big players in this space, like Google, yes, they're going to know there's a new kid on the block. What am I doing, my friends? I just gave you a few services. Some of the many services that Onpassive is putting together. I just gave you the ones that you and I can relate to, that we use all the time. What is Onpassive doing? Onpassive says if you're individual, you're a business person, small or large, you need a service online, a digital service, we have got it for you. Better, more valuable, and cheaper. We're going to put it under one umbrella. In IT, we call it single sign-on, SSO. And guess what? Above all, we're going to have it integrated. It has never happened before, ever, not by any company on earth. Onpassive is the first one to put it together like that. And we are 99% there. So here is value, my friends. I know a lot of you are founders. Some of you are guests, and you're going to be founders very soon, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. And you're going to get excited. Yes, you will get excited. When you get excited, what happens? You tell everybody you know, I just found this company. It's great. And some of them are going to look at you. Some of them are going to laugh at you. And they're going to even ask you, do they even have a product? Yes, because our products are intangible, so they don't see it. Well, yes, what you tell them, we have a total internet solution. Yes, that's what we have. Or we call it total digital solution or total IT solution, same thing, whichever one is more convenient for you. Onpassive itself calls, we call it smart business solution for a good reason. If you're a business person and you use our smart AI-driven tools, you will increase your bottom line. Yes, we call it SBS. So here's value, my friends. I told you guys in the beginning, you don't have to recruit to make money. You don't have to come out of pocket to make money. And above all, you have the most legitimate, viable digital services in this day and age. You will be hard pressed to find these three things in any company. And if you do, here's a promise, you call me and I'll be your first customer. So with this value that I've just told you, how much is it going to cost you to become a founder? When my friend came to me, it was $97 over 2 years ago. Fortunately for you, it is still $97. How much longer is it going to be at $97? Not very long. Anytime from now, any moment from now, the price will go up. We are going into what we call soft launch. And what is soft launch? It's just a time when we, the founders, are beta testing the products. And they are out. Some of them are out. So if you're a guest here today, and this is your first time, you're not yet a founder, please sit up, listen. This is very important because that price goes up when soft launch officially starts. So get back to whoever invited you so you can become a founder, save yourself some bucks, save yourself some money. Like Richard Branson said, someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you don't understand it, jump on it and then learn about it later. This is more than amazing. So jump on it. Now, you pay your $97 today. What happens next? Nothing. Financially, nothing. You wait until we go to public launch. And then you're going to come out of pocket again one last time. And here's the deal. When Onpassive launches, there will be no more founders. That is done. Doesn't matter how much money you have. That AI traffic that I just mentioned to you, targeted traffic, is going to go to work for you and I, bringing in customers and or resellers. And when these customers come in, what are they going to be paying for? Subscription, just like I pay for Google, just like I pay for Microsoft, just like I pay for Zoom. And what are they going to be paying for? Those products, those services that I mentioned to you, a few of those, and even more, VPN, online banking, email marketing, and there are more. IP tracking, stream URL, all of that stuff, autoresponder, all under one umbrella. Guess what? They're going to pay one small amount of money. How much? Around $250. That's it. Every month. But you and I, as founders, upon launch, we're going to be Onpassive's first customers. We're going to be a product of the products. So we're going to come in, pay that same amount of money, about $250. But guess what? Subsequently, we don't have to pay anymore because AI traffic goes to work on our behalf, bringing in customers. That means commission. At the end of 30 days, guess what happens? Our subscription is going to come out of our profits, and the balance we can take home. Excuse me, it's never happened, but it is happening. And I told you guys, that small subscription amount of about $250, we're going to pay one time. And Onpassive is saying, after making that amount of money, paying that money one time, give us 90 days, at least 90 days, 3 months. If you're not satisfied, if you're not happy with what you get, let us know. We will make sure you get your money back. That is big. Our CEO says the $97 founder's fee that you pay, 30 days later, you don't like it, you don't like what you see, we will refund your money. That is a bargain, my friends. Now, Onpassive, I told you guys, is a passive opportunity. Like I said earlier, you don't have to talk to one person to succeed. You can be passive or you can decide to be active. It's up to you. Everybody wins. The main difference, if you are passive, you wait, the company launches, they're going to build your business on your behalf. If you're active, you can start building. When they launch, they're going to build on top of what you just started. That means what? That means you realize your benefits sooner than somebody who has to wait. That's all. And I'm going to say one thing, and then we'll go to Q&A. There is risk in every business. Onpassive is no different. What is our risk? $97. Even though our CEO has made it less of a risk by making it refundable within 30 days. But there's going to be some people that don't want to part ways with $97 for whatever reason. Okay, no problem. If you fall in that category, guess what? You can still benefit from Onpassive, from this great company. And let me share with you how. You can just wait until we launch. You can wait 6 months after launch, 2 years after launch, until it becomes a household name. And then come in as a customer and or a reseller. You're still going to benefit. You're still going to make some money. But are you going to make the kind of money that we, the founders, make? Hell no. Let me tell you guys something. All those companies that you see out there, Google, Facebook, Amazon, all of them, you can still make money today. You can just go out there, buy some shares, wait a little while, sell those shares, and you might be lucky. But how lucky are you going to get? Are you going to make as much money as those people who got in the beginning? No way. So what am I saying? The people that make the real money are those that come in the beginning. Those that come in when it is still an ideology. Looks good, sounds good. They take that leap of faith. By the time it becomes a household name, they are in money. You wait until the whole world knows about it. Too little, too late. Now, I believe I've given you enough information to make an informed decision. I do have with me present a host of other leadership council members here. And I'm going to call on them to say one or two things just to shed light or maybe something that I missed out, okay? And then we're going to take your questions. We're going to go to Q&A just like Landry said in the beginning. So Marina, you want to say a word or two before we move on, please?
Hello, Charles. Can you hear me and can you see me?
Yes, I can, Marina, loud and clear. You must be using Zoom, right?
I am indeed. Thank you so much. A great presentation. As I say, every time I listen to your particular, excuse me, presentation, I just get a better understanding of this business. And it just makes me realize that what we have, you know, we are sitting on a gold mine here. This is going to change our family dynasty. It's going to create a family dynasty, change our family tree. And I had one of my team members, unfortunately, passed away, and her husband contacted me. And, you know, when I explained it to him, like, he didn't understand what it was that his wife had. And when I explained it to him and I told him that this, you know, she passed away, but she made sure that she had this position because she knew that it is going to change her family tree. They were struggling, they live in Australia. And he was just so grateful, you know, when I explained what it was going to do and that he didn't have to recruit or build a team if he didn't want to, that this alone was going to be enough and put him in a situation where he can now take care of his son and know that his son growing up and their children will be fine. And he was just so grateful. So this is definitely something that is going to change our lives. It's the gift, it's really a gift from God, I believe, because our CEO has got a heart for humanity. He could have kept all the wealth to himself. He could have been the richest man in the world, but he decided to share the wealth with you and me. Normal individuals that have struggled to make us go at life, struggled with being successful online. Only 3% of people in online business are successful. The other 97% is you and me. You know, it might appear that people are successful, but they're not. So the facts are there, and this is going to turn those figures around, and you will be successful. Your success is guaranteed, and you're forced to be successful. So I will be here to answer questions. I just wanted to add that in, and just think about, you know, people who have left your life, loved ones, what were they able to leave, you know, as a legacy with this? No matter who you are, that one position will be able to change your family tree. So I really hope that you do get in and, you know, ask the questions that you need. We are here to help you answer them. Thank you.
Thank you, Marina. I think I'll go to Mike Ellis. Mike, are you there? I don't know if he lost the connection. Red reference, please. Can you say a word or two?
Yeah, hi, Charles. An amazing presentation once again. Thank you very much for that. For anybody who's new here and you've just listened to this presentation, the one thing I will add to what Charles has said here is there is no qualifications, guys, to be involved with Onpassive. You don't have to know anything about Onpassive. You don't need to know anything about marketing or even the products and services that we offer the whole of the internet space. The only thing you need to know is if I get in, you will win. It's as simple as that. So as Charles says, the early bird catches the worm, guys. Get in now and you will win. It's as simple as that. Thanks very much.
Okay. I think Maddie is here. Maddie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Great presentation, as always, Charles. Listen, everybody here, look, I've been online 17 years full time. And even when you learn to market, the worst thing for me was I couldn't bring anybody with me. I couldn't duplicate what I was doing with everybody else. And with this company, 100% automated, everybody wins. They do all the hard work for you. It's a no-brainer. Like everybody said, get the information. Don't let this pass you by for 97 bucks. It's just absolutely crazy. Jump on this thing and learn later if you have to, but don't let this train leave without you being on it. That's all I have for right now.
Thank you, Maddie. And this train is really about to leave. So Dr. Georgie, can you just tell them what you said last week? I kind of like that. Are you there?
Oh, yes, Mr. Charles. Hi, everyone. Hi, the leaders here. You are putting me at a very tough spot to speak after great leaders like Red Refred, Marina Favit, and Madi Digamo. Yes, to repeat what I said last time is that right now, the decision any invitee here is left to do is to make a $97 decision to become a founder. And as I said last time, our lives we currently live now is based on decisions we took maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So just imagine that you take this $97 decision today. What will it look like 4 to 5 years down the road? Will you be regretting that you took that decision, or will you be happy that you are part of the company that will become a household name? So think of that and really go forward and take that decision. The value of $97 for those of us who have been founders for more than 2 months, because there are those who have been here for years, we have had the value back several times over. So it's not even a matter of the company being launched. We are already having the value just before it is going to launch. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles, for giving me this chance to speak.
Thank you, Dr. Georgie. I think we're gonna go to the Q&A now. And again, founders, let's allow our guests to speak. And like Larry said in the beginning, if you're a founder and you just joined, even if it's a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but this is your first webinar, because I know some people jump in a business because they trust their friend and they might just keep it on the side, and then all of a sudden they want to get involved, right? So if you're in that category and this is really your first webinar, by all means, ask your question. But if you're a founder already, on Monday, we're going to have founders only session, really big session, which will start off really with what I call onboarding. Okay? Just now you're a founder, and then what? What's next? And then we're going to take every question. We are usually there until there are no more questions. So relax. Let's yield our time to our guests, please. So we can get started. Larry, can you moderate the Q&A? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Charles. You have never disappointed us, and for all the leadership council members in the house, we appreciate your presence. To our guests, you've heard it all. If this makes a sense to you, please go ahead and make an informed decision, and you can get back to whoever invited you to this webinar and come on board ASAP. Officially, the webinar is over. However, for the Q&A time, all our leaders are going to be in the house until the last question is answered. So if you have a question, please stay back. And for those that are okay with the webinar, you can stay back as well to learn from the question that is being answered. So for the quick Q&A time, founders, please, let's yield our time to the guests. And their guests and the new founders in the last 1 week who's are here for the first time, raise your hand electronically or physically, and we will call you to ask your questions. That being said, Aloysius Eyinaya, I know definitely you're a founder. In that wise, I will go to Prince Emmanuel. Prince Emmanuel, please kindly unmute yourself. I'm giving you the go ahead.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Your video? Yes, I can see you.
All right.
Are you a guest, Prince?
Yeah, I'm a guest, but I just joined the company right now, and I've gotten my account activated because I trust my friend, and I don't need to wait for anything. I just have to, and use my credit card to pay it. So there's something that I just said, Dr. George just said right now, that they have gotten the value of the money even before the launching date. So I just want to know how. Dr. George, can you answer me?
Yes, that's a very good question. So just right now, you said you have logged into your back office. The first value you see is what you find there, right? The fact that the $97, or what you get there, you have links and things related to you, videos describing how the company has evolved. only that alone is a bunch of value. But I was talking beyond that. I'm talking about the relationships I have made, the personal development I've had just with meetings with the CEO, ton of value that you cannot really attach an amount of money to it. Is that clear now, Prince?
I think Prince was just thinking of value in terms of money. That's why. But Prince, value sometimes can be in other things. That's what Dr. George is saying. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. George.
Prince, do you have any other question?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Prince, please, to add to that, please look through your back office, the whole webinars, recorded webinars, and remember on Monday, we have founders only webinar. That webinar is 3 parts. There's onboarding and training, there's Q&A, and there's an update. An update as per what is the position with our company, where are we? We met our CEO yesterday. Mr. Charles is going to break it down for us on Monday. Please be there.
All right. I have one more question. Can I ask? Okay. All right. Can I come with 5 accounts?
Mr. Charles?
Prince, I think I'll let Maddie answer that.
Did you asked if you could have 5 accounts?
Yes, that was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have as many accounts as you want, but on each account, you need to have a different email. All right, you can use your same name, but on each account, you need a separate email. Okay?
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Prince, are you okay, Prince?
I think he's done. He already said thank you. Let's go to the next person.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So I'll go to Mbago. Mbago, unmute yourself. Mbago, are you there? Okay. Victoria Shekwolo. Victoria, are you there? Victoria, can you unmute yourself? I'm giving you the go ahead. Mbago. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Mbago.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Very well.
we can hear you, but we cannot see you. Is it possible we can see you?
No, I'm not feeling well right now, so I'm not in the mood of being seen.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, I don't have a question. I just have some kind of praises to give. I didn't know about this company until yesterday. Yesterday, one of my own non-profit organizations, which is Mboa Sawa, we had a meeting yesterday and they talked about it. So I'm like, okay, just send me the link and I will join. That was yesterday night. So this morning, one of my in-laws from the same organizations called me and told me, oh, there's a Zoom meeting, just join. I'm like, Zoom meeting? He said, yes, just join. So I joined. So I saw the presenter who spoke very well. And then when they presented who was supposed to speak, they said, Mr. Charles Awesome. Wow. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, okay, this becomes more interesting than I thought. So Charlie, I will join this company. I don't care. Like you said, there are risks in everything. Oh my God, we've taken so many risks in our lives. We've done so many things that we thought we maybe gain from and we never gain from. So this is no different. Just because you are in this company and you are one of those founders in this company, and the company is, I can say going towards the positive way. Some of us are not technology bound, known people, but just because you presented this company the way you did, number one, congratulations. Congratulations to the CEO of the company. And because you are there, I will join the company today. So thank you very much for the opportunity that you gave each and every one of us. Some of us, this is the first time we're listening to you. This is the first time we're listening to this company. So again, thank you very much, Charlie. For you, I will join.
Right.
Whether we make it good, whether we lose, it sure doesn't really matter, but I'm going to join because you're there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mbango. Believe it or not, guys, that's my aunt right there. That's my favorite. I put in a family forum when I joined it. You know how a prophet is not known in his own hometown? That's just what happened. Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, thanks.
Wow.
That somehow you came to it and you're there. I'm really overjoyed today. That just makes sense. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Margo, honestly, you make us, we are excited to hear from you. Thank you. Victoria Shekwolo, can you unmute yourself? Victoria?
Victoria, go ahead.
Victoria? Unmute yourself, Victoria. I'm giving you the go ahead, please.
Maybe
Victoria?
she's away from her thing. I don't know. Or she could be having technological issues.
Okay,
Whatever she gets, you can put on the
312041.
chat if you can put stuff. Yeah. You have to unmute yourself, my friend.
Okay, 31211.
Yeah. Larry, he's speaking, but he's muted. So what you need to do, my friend, look at the bottom and you'll see a button that says mute, unmute. Click on it. It's next to the, there you go.
Okay, good.
Yes, done.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Frederick Bombo from Uganda. Nice to meet everyone here. And I've been impressed by your presentation. Just some clarity on how some of these members who joined earlier, how they have been earning before the launch, because it looks like the earning will start after the launch. So how have you been benefiting from the company, those who started 2 years ago? Because I've been missing some presentations because of the poor network and all that. So I want just a clearance on that, how you have been benefiting from this Onpassive for the last 2 years before the launch.
Okay, Mr. Frederick, you say you're calling from Uganda? Hello? You say you're calling from Uganda, right?
Yes, I'm from Uganda.
All right. I love East Africans, I must say that. But Mr. Frederick, we have not been earning, right? So we can only make money when we have customers that come in and pay for subscription, right? And that is from that subscription that we get commission. So what we are doing is sensitizing the public that this company is about to come. Some of us, I call myself man on a mission. Why? Because I know that it is a great company, the greatest thing that has happened to humanity. And I want as many people as possible to get in, become financially comfortable, and together with the CEO's vision is to narrow the gap between the rich and the poor, right? So if we get as many poor people come in, guess what's going to happen? You're from Uganda. Just imagine, say, 1 million Ugandans come into this company, and all of them are financially comfortable. They have so much money that they have enough to share with others. Do you think that will help Ugandans? Do you think that country will be better? Right?
I beg your pardon?
Do you think that country will be better? If you have 1 million people come out of poverty, do you think that country will be better?
Yeah, it will mean something.
All right, so now just think about that. It happens in Uganda, it happens in Nigeria, it happens in Timbuktu, it happens in Mexico, it happens in Australia, everywhere. Do you think the world will be a better place?
Yeah, of course, it will.
That is why we're doing what we're doing.
Okay.
Because we all love humanity. We want the world to be a better place. But we'll start earning when the company launches. Right now, we're still putting everything together.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Are you okay, Frederick, with that?
I am.
Okay, thank you, Frederick. I'll meet you now. Now, Sherry Green, are you a founder, Sherry?
Yes, I am. Yep, I'm a founder. Yep.
I
just wanted to, if I could just speak to Frederick's question about how we've gained, or what we've gained as co-founders since starting. And I became a founder in October of 2020. And I was in a very, 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 very dark place with depression, didn't have any hope, didn't know where I was going to go in my life. And then I found Onpassive, and I have a community of people that support me and love me. And when I'm feeling down, I can reach out to people that I've connected with. That is what I've gained. And I know a lot of other people have gained that as well, just this community. And then when we launch and we can help humanity to come out of the darkness and to have food and water and shelter and all the basics of life, that's when the true power of Onpassive is going to kick in. So any of you people that are sitting and listening, just jump in, spend the $97, come into the community, get to know people, wander around. You know, it's the most amazing place you'll ever be. You'll feel the love. And that's pretty much all I've got. I just want to, you know, just jump in. It'll be worth it. You'll spend the 97. And, you know, there's days that I think to myself, if I could just tell people, spend the $97 to come in. It's therapy. I would have spent way more money on therapy than I did with the people here that feel my heart and I feel their heart. So spend the 97, come on in. It'll be worth it. You'll love it. And if you don't, then ask for your $97 back. It's a rare thing, but that's kind of all I've got. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sherry.
Wow.
We appreciate your
Wow.
I'd actually like to
Wow.
just personally say thank you to you, Sherry, for sharing with us, because there are so many people that have been in your situation. And there's a few, I'm not going to call any names, but just from what I'm seeing here, there's a few on this panel that have gone through that. And I believe that it's because God has got his hand of protection over every move that Onpassive makes. There are so many people praying for the smooth rollout. Ashmafara is a believer, is a man of faith. And he himself said, our CEO, that this could not have happened without the divine hand of protection, of God's hand of protection covering it. And I have seen people come out of depression. I've seen people physically getting healed from issues that they've had. And this is because this is not just a company. This is a community. It's a family. This is your extended family. And we are making friends all over the world. And we don't just have webinars. When you become a founder, when you plug in, you'll see we have fun quiz nights. We have fireside chats where Julia and Marla are always doing interviews. I do a few myself. Tyra does. There's people doing interviews, and you're getting to meet the founders and see what they're all about and their story and their journey and what they've gone through. And when you realize, like, you look at your life and you think, oh my gosh, who am I to complain when this person, you know, and they just speak to your heart. It's just amazing. So you get plugged into this community of loving people who every single one of us wants you to succeed and you to be the best possible version of yourself. And our CEO wants the same thing. So thank you very much for that. And it is so true. This is,
Thank you.
It's like a miracle. Marina. It's a miracle company. Thank you, Sherry.
Okay. Thank you, Sherry. You are an expression of the heart in Onpassive. Now we go to Eric. Eric, please unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I just want to use 30 seconds to make an expression. In addition to what Marina said, Marina, you will recognize me, Eric from Lagos, Nigeria. We can't simply quantify the benefits we are already gaining being a part of this community. I started joining the old trivia that Marina and Stephen Waston hosts on Mondays. It is my most fun period of the week. So if there's anyone here who hasn't been partaking, please try it out. Monday evenings, you will be happy to see what's happening there. The benefits of being in this community is more than we can imagine. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Eric.
you, Eric. We appreciate your presence. Okay. Any question? I saw someone says, when next do we have this kind of webinar? We have it on Saturday. This particular one is called Mega Saturday. We have on Tuesday and we have on Thursdays.
Okay, Larry, let me just say that. So moving forward, we're going to be having twice a week. Okay. Saturday, same time. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. and that's it moving forward. Okay. And we're going to make it corporate, like for the whole company. So yes, twice a week, because we realize that it's better if we come together. So our next webinar is going to be on Tuesday. Those of you who are founders, the link will be in your back office. And also you can go to my links, and we're going to talk about that on Monday, right? During our Q&A and training. You go to your back office, webinar links 8 through 16. You can just send them to your invitees, to your guests, and that will promote the Tuesday webinar, okay? And also the rest will be for Saturday. So we're gonna confirm that on Monday, okay? So, all right, moving forward. Okay. But I know there are little different languages and so on, but for the English webinars, we're gonna do that.
Okay. Over and above that, if you need the presentation outside this particular time, check out Charles Osong on YouTube, Marina Favit on YouTube, and you'll find a whole load of their recorded presentation on YouTube, and you can share it with your loved ones. I'll go to Alex right now. Alex, unmute yourself, Alex, and let's have your video on. Alex? Alex, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah. So good afternoon. Thanks for the presentation. It was very educating and also very informative. Thank you so much. And you mentioned something about how Google is making their money and also Microsoft. And then there is the platform we're trying to build upon, just to be a seed as a, I would say a counterpart, like a competitor to Google. That's the whole idea of Onpassive. Am I right saying that?
No, not quite. So
not quite.
Let me explain to you the difference between Onpassive and Google, the difference between Onpassive and Microsoft or Facebook. Okay. Now, I hope when I look at you, you look young. I don't know if you were around in the early 90s. Were you?
Yes, I was around.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because in the early 90s, we had companies like Lotus 123. They provided some kind of spreadsheet. I don't know if you're familiar with that. We had, and this is for everybody anyway. And then we had companies like WordPerfect, right? Word editing document. You want to write something, edit something, you go to WordPerfect. We had something like DB2 for databases. We had something like Netscape Navigator if you want to surf the internet. Then guess what happened? Bill Gates came up. He's a visionary. He said, hey, people go to Lotus to buy a spreadsheet and pay for that every month. People do the same thing, WordPerfect. What if I create one platform, okay, that has all these different things because it's made from within the house. We're gonna make it cheaper and everybody can access it. So he did that. He created Microsoft Office, right? Microsoft Office has Excel, which is a spreadsheet that kicked Lotus 123 out of the market. Microsoft Word kicked WordPerfect out of the market. So basically all these, we have Microsoft Access, we have Microsoft Visio, all these things kick all these people out of the market today as we speak. They're not there. So do you think Microsoft was a competitor to WordPerfect? No. Do you think Microsoft was a competition in competition with Lotus 123? No. So here's the scenario. We have Google doing that thing, their main thing, SEO. We have Facebook, their main thing, community. We have Zoom, their main thing, video conferencing. Well, guess what Onpassive is doing? video conferencing, one platform, community, SEO, and more. Online banking, everything in one place. And above all, guess what? It is going to be integrated, single sign-on, right? It has never happened. So what do you think is going to happen to Google? I don't know. I'm going to let you be the judge.
Okay, thanks so much. So now we're coming in now because I know that you and the lady and the first gentleman that I can't remember his name. They are founder. We are co-founder, and then by the time I'm understanding it's going to be within 3 months. By the time we launch Onpassive, which is around July. Am I right? For 3 months from now.
No, we don't have a fixed time. Okay, this is software.
I'm just anticipating because you said 3 months. Okay. So now we are meant to invest $97 for one account. One gentleman did ask about, can you have more than one account? And then the CEO did said you can have like up to 5. No, not up to 5. You can have more as long as you use different email address. So would that not have any effect with the same address and also the same bank account?
Well, I'll let Red. I'll let somebody else talk, right? I've been talking a lot. Red, are you there? Oh, Maddie, go ahead, Maddie.
Red had to go cook.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm not sure what he meant. You can have more than one account, and you can have all of the accounts go to one bank account.
Okay.
You can link them together. Okay, if you have 5,
you can link them together. Okay.
You can link them all together you can direct them to go wherever you want it to go. Wherever you want your money to go, you can direct it, even if it's the same location. As long as they're your account, yes, you can do that.
Alex, are you a guest? You're a guest, right?
I'm a guest, yes.
I like the questions you're asking. Okay. Go ahead and sign up and come tomorrow, Monday, okay, 2 p.m.
Monday.
And we can address some of those things because the guests might get very confused because we have, like Maddie said, you can have one to many, many to one, many to many.
Oh, yeah. Come to Monday, yeah.
And you can get it. You'll get it.
Yeah.
But that tells me that you're thinking ahead. That's great. So I'll see you on Monday as a founder.
Yeah. Okay? Good job, Alex.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the answer.
Okay.
You're going to be rich, Alex.
Alex, you made a comment. I want to reiterate. You didn't meet the CEO here. The CEO is not here today. All the people you've been talking to are members of the Leadership Council.
But just so you know, Maddie looks like the CEO, so that's okay.
All right, thank you, Alex. Now we go to Beatrice. Unmute yourself, Beatrice. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I have kind of the same question. So it's $97 to be a founder. I'm already a founder. But when you launch, you still have to come up with $250 per account. Am I correct?
That's correct. Do you have multiple accounts?
I plan on having 4 more for my children. I'm going to set up one for each one of my children. I already have mine.
That's correct. So now my question to you is, you have your account, and now you want to have 4 more of your children. Why 4 more of your children? Why don't you share your account? So here's what I'm getting at, Beatrice, right? Each time you have an extra account, that is an extra stream of income. In order to get that extra stream of income, right, you have to come out of pocket twice. That's what I'm trying to say, for each account. Because otherwise, everybody is going to say, well, let me have 100 accounts after I have to pay once. Somebody said, well, I want 1,000 accounts because I only have to pay once. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but I just want each one of them to have their own personal account.
That's correct. That's fine. So they'll pay $97 to become a founder and do that before soft launch, because during soft launch, the price will go up, right?
Right. Okay. And the other thing is, I understood that if you bring in 3 people, then you don't have to pay the $250. Is that correct?
That is not correct. And that is why we have founders only webinars, okay?
Okay.
So these are questions for founders. You come on Monday.
Okay.
Just for the guests who are here, since you brought that up, in Onpassive will come out of pocket twice in our lifetime in Onpassive. The first time you become a founder. You pay $97 if you do that today. You wait until soft launch, that amount will go up. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Then when we launch to the public, there is a subscription that everybody is going to pay one time. And that's the last time you ever come out of pocket. Doesn't matter if you brought 3 people, 0%, 1,000 person, 100,000 person, everybody comes out of pocket one last time. So you come out of pocket twice.
Okay. Thank you so much for clearing that up.
You're very welcome.
All right. Thank you, Beatrice. We'll see you on Monday in the Founders Only webinar. Cheese Simon. Cheese Simon, please can you unmute yourself and let's have a video on. Cheese Simon. Okay.
Yes. Good morning and thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Charles, for the presentation. I'm calling from the United States of America. I want just a direct question, a quick question. What is the advantage of enhancing membership?
I don't understand your question, sir. I don't know if anybody else understood him. Enhancing membership, what do you mean by that?
Okay, let me put it this way. When you contribute by bringing membership, do you have any advantage?
Oh, okay, by introducing it, by sharing, that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marina, you've been quiet. I think you're falling asleep. You want to take that?
Thanks for the wake-up call. Gee, great question. It's like anything, you know, it's a numbers game. So in everything, you will be rewarded a lot quicker if you do introduce a few people to this business. If you're going to treat it like your own business and you're going to work it like your own business, which it is, I always say, like Milo says, I got it from him, don't treat this business like a $97 business, treat it like a super unicorn company, which means it's worth billions of dollars. And it is. It's currently valued at $5.5 billion US. This is in pre-launch. And our CEO told us about 3 weeks ago that just with the founders that we've got currently of about 600,000 founding members, after a year of us launching and the system going to, you know, work for us and get more customers signed up under us, build our business for us, we will be valued at an estimate of about $12 billion US after 1 year. That money is coming to us as founders, as current founders, because the commission is getting spread between us. The wealth is getting shared amongst us. So if you are going to help the business grow, your business, by laying the foundation, by sharing it with as many people as you can, just ask yourself, how many people do you want to help? How many people's lives do I want to see changed? You just look at your family, you look at your neighbors and your friends and your colleagues and the people you went to school with and say, would you like to see them better their lives, be in a situation that you're going to be in a few years' time? We are going to be the hunted. So yes, I would share it. And the nice thing is, if you do share the opportunity during our soft launch, there is an opportunity to earn a bit of a bonus. So you will be earning before the actual hard launch, but that's just a one-time bonus. It's not a commission that you're going to get paid all the time. But if you have shared the business, then our CEO wants to reward those that have the vision that he has. Share it with as many people as you want. But if you don't, you can be passive and just wait. And you're still going to succeed. But if you have worked the business, you'll just succeed a lot quicker and earn a lot quicker. I hope that makes sense.
Simon, are you okay?
Mr. Chi, are you okay with the answer, or do you need more clarification?
Yeah, if there can be more clarification, good.
Okay, so let me just put it to you like this. Onpassive, and again, this is for all the guests here. Onpassive has promised to build all our businesses when they launch, right? They're going to build everybody. That means AI traffic will go to work, bringing in customers and or resellers. So here's the deal. Mr. Chi, let's say you come in, someone brought you in, you like it, but you seal your mouth. Let's just say that you didn't talk to anybody, you did not share. There's a noise from someone. I don't know if from his background. Okay, so you didn't share with anybody, and Charles, I decided to share with 100 people, right? Or maybe 10. I share with 10. Before you know it, 10 talk to 15, 15 talk to 20. Before you know it, I have a team of 100. And the reason I'm sharing first and foremost is because I want to help as many people as possible. Not necessarily because I need to make money. I don't have to share to make money with Onpassive, right? But at the end of the day, I have a team of 100 upon launch. And AI traffic goes to work. Let's say in a month time, AI traffic gives everybody 3 customers. Let's just say that. And you get 3, of course. I get 3 also. We're all founders. But I have 100 other founders in my team that deserve 3 just like you and I, right? So each of them gets 3. That's 300 customers. Because my own 3 makes 303. Now, do you see the picture? On that first cycle, your commission will be based out of 3 customers because it's just you and your 3.
Okay.
The commission will be based out of 303. Now, do you think that commission from 303 customers is going to be the same as from 3 customers?
No.
So that's the difference. In other words, I have pre-built my customer base because every founder is a customer, right? So I have pre-built, but you have to wait until the company launches and then AI traffic is going to start building you from scratch. Meanwhile, they're going to start building me from where they're going to start from where I left off and continue from there. So I get to my financial goal much faster than you. So that's the advantage.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
No
It's
problem.
understood.
Okay. Next, well, Peter, I made you co-host. I didn't see you until you raised your hand up. You can unmute yourself and say whatever it is in your mind. Thanks for coming, though. Oh, by the way, Peter is one of our latest Leadership Council members. So we are honored to have you. So go ahead.
Thank you, Charles. An excellent explanation. Actually, I raised my hand to exactly say just what you just said. You know, if you have a team already underneath you, your income will exceed your expectation by having people underneath you already. Another thing that somebody was asking, I want to add a point to it. If you have a multiple accounts, how are you going to pay the $250 for all of these accounts? Okay, as a founders, Ash have mentioned that we will have like a grace period to pay for these accounts. He will allow us some time. So what my suggestion is, you pay for the very first one that you have, the very first position that you have, and your income from that position, when you connect all the wallets together, you can pay for the additional accounts. I just want to point that out. It might help some people as well.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Peter. And that's one of the things we always mention in our Q&A for founders only, right? As far as the guests, we're just trying to get them in one account so they can understand what they're into. And then they can say, hey, wow, this is great. Maybe get a second account or a third account. You know what I mean? But if you're a guest, you're just thinking $97, get in. Trust me. Some of us, I personally, I have 65 accounts, just so you guys know. 65. Okay? Because
Charles, I just wanted to let the people know here that on this panel, there's 2 people that physically met our CEO. Peter was one of them. I think it was last month. I'm not sure. And Marlo was the other one. They've met him in person in Florida at his offices. So the man is real and he's got a heart of gold. You know, it was just great to see the pictures, and they got onto the webinar from the office. So it was really good to see that. Thanks.
Actually, can I say something about that a little bit? Since that's the first time I attend your webinar, Marina and Charles. So yeah, so Ash have called me. I live in the state of Michigan in the United States, and Ash is in Florida. He just called me for no reason. He called me to chat, and we chatted for a little while, and then he invited me. He says that when you come to Florida, come on in and let's connect. I told him, okay, well, you know, by complete luck, I was next week, the following week after that call, I was going to Florida anyway for a business trip. And he says, well, let's come on over, we'll connect. So I went down there, and you know, I spent about 6 hours with him. It felt like a half hour to me. It's just unbelievable. The time just went by so quick. The gentleman, Ash, is such a gentleman, smart guy, big heart, and unreal. I mean, I've never seen a person like that, at least in my experience, that I, you know, met, and seen how big his heart is. He wants to help the world, and he wants to equalize the wealth of the world. It's just an amazing person. And we ended up eating together, went to a restaurant and eating, and, you know, great food, great conversation. Everything is real. So you guys, this is a big company, and enjoy the ride until it launches. You're gonna enjoy everything else after that.
Yeah, so thank you for that input, Peter. So I've met Ash virtually, my friend, just so you know. The world is virtual these days, right? I've only met him virtually, just like I'm meeting all of you virtually, right? We're meeting, but we're real people. Ash is a real person. Thank you, Peter. So let's, Larry, go ahead. You're muted, Larry. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Livanon, please, can you go ahead? Unmute yourself.
Yes, hi everyone. Great to be here. So it's really wonderful to always meet new people, and I'm very excited. I registered as a founder in October 2020, and I'm living here in Los Angeles. It's been a great journey for me, and I would like just to share with you an analogy that I use every time I speak with some new people. I did write a little story, but that's in my native language. I speak Hebrew as well, and I should translate it to English. But really what I share with people is, first of all, if you join as a founder, you're already winning. About growing, so imagine 5 people standing at the entrance to a tunnel, and at the end of a tunnel, there's a life-changing check. Some will get there literally pushed in a wheelchair, some will get there crawling, some walking, some jogging, and some sprinting. Personally, I prefer to work with people who want to get there jogging or sprinting. I do training on the back office, and there's a lot to see there. There's a whole world, many treasures, right? I see that Peter is, he agrees with me. There's great opportunity. When I originally was invited to the first meeting, like some of you are here, I joined the meeting with 2 hats. I'm a financial advisor, and I also founded a closed group of women entrepreneurs. It's a voluntarily project of mine. And I just wanted to help those entrepreneurs that are so busy with marketing their business, give them some more options of what they can do to help themselves, save them time and money. Many of them are parents to young kids. And when I joined, I understood 2 things. First of all, that I need to join maybe again to hear more, because I can't fully understand the capacity of what this is about. But secondly, that there's a great opportunity and I have no risk. Because even if I pay the money and I don't see the value, I can ask for it back. In the 6 months that I've been here with the company, I've seen only 2 people that requested their money back. And there's really no risk. I mean, how many times in our life did we spend that amount of money on things that really didn't help us grow? And what this is offering to us, it's almost a joke. You know, we're talking about a life-changing opportunity with an amount of money that really, I know that in some places in the world, people are working very, very hard for that amount of money, right? In Nigeria, I think they need to work, what, 10 or 14 days to earn that. But imagine the caliber of what this opportunity can bring you and how many people around you in smaller areas, in communities, you can help grow, and how the life around you can change. So it's not only about you, but it's really about your whole community. I mean, what's the price of a life-changing gift that we could put on a ticket? And how could we price it? There's really no price. And the person that invited you here, I think the first thing you should do is send them a thank you note or call them and say, thank you for thinking about me. Because once you will join, and when you will get to that aha moment that some of us here in this room already have received, that aha moment, that person will remain in your heart forever and ever and ever and ever. And I want to be that person in many people's hearts forever and ever and ever. And that's why I wake up on a Saturday morning to be here with you guys. This is already my second meeting today. It's what is it? I'm here in LA, so it's 9:45, but at 7 o'clock I was already on meetings. And it's just, I wake up before my alarm rings and I go to sleep late. And the only thing that I can think of is this. And I just want to share with you a quick story. My friend in New York who joined 2 months ago, she really got to that aha moment very fast. I haven't seen people that got to it so fast. And she shared with me she was at a mammogram yesterday. And guess
Sorry, you are muted.
I'm sorry, I was accidentally unmuted. So she was talking with the technician while having a mammogram about the Onpassive opportunity. That's what happens to us. We get into this transformation and we just can't leave it alone. And there's a saying in Hebrew that when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. And so we had an experience here yesterday in our house. We had a plumber over. He was here for a few hours fixing a few things. And at the end of the day, my husband chats with him a little bit and he's like, what are you doing? And what are you doing? And in 2 hours, he signed up. That's it. He was just so ready. He heard there's an opportunity for pension. He's originally from El Salvador. He knows how he can help. He understood fast. I sent him a recorded presentation in Spanish. He preferred Spanish on English, and that was it. So just share it. We are just sharing. We're not selling anybody, anyone. We are sharing what it's doing so good to us. You could see the passion I'm talking with. I just can't get the smile off my face. I'm in love with this. And I just, my family, they know that if they ask me what's happening, they know what they're going to hear because this is all I talk about. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Lebanon. We appreciate that. Good. Okay, please can we ask for our guests and the founders that joined in the last few days, any more questions? Any more question, please? Raise your hand electronically or physically. Okay, Mr. Charles. Okay, I can say Kimale.
Regis, go ahead.
Regis, unmute yourself. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, are you a guest, Regis? Are you a guest?
No, Regis is a male name. It's my husband's name.
Okay.
Okay. Are you a guest?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Sylvia.
Are you a guest? Sylvia, are you a guest?
No, I actually joined.
How long?
I think 2 days now.
Oh, great. Go ahead with your question.
Yes. Myself, when my friend told me, we were just driving, and she told me about, like this big platform that is about to be created. She compared it to actually Google, and she said those who joined those guys are far much more farther. And I said, absolutely. And I said, do we still have such things in the world being created? I thought the world had thought of everything around the clock. So I said, yeah, so how do I sign up? But I signed up anyway. She showed me how. And we got so excited. We started screaming in the car because I told her, oh my goodness, this is going to be big. So anyway, mine is to, for me, I have no doubt. I'm just going to wait. Even if it takes me 2 years to wait, or 3, I'll wait. It's just few people who are not in the, it's not recruiting. I know it's sharing, because you love your friend to actually be where you'll be. But some people don't, like, for me, I just got excited. I got in, and I'm going to learn as I go. What are the few, in short, like if someone can just tell us, what are the few words you can tell someone you just met, someone you care about, or someone who's just talking about their finances, because people talk about their finances, people are stressed. What can you tell those people about what is going to happen on passive? What is it that you can tell them to get them to understand like in few words, because we all don't know what it is. We're just getting excited and learning as we go. What can we actually use to tell people out there?
Mr.
Thank
Charles?
you. Okay.
Mr. Charles?
Yes, I hear you. I hear it. So here's the thing. I don't know what your name is. I'm going to call you by your husband's name, Regis, because that's what I see on the screen, right? Do you know how to change your name? You know you could change it to your name, right? So we need to know you because you're a new founder, right?
My name is Sylvia. I'm sorry.
Sylvia.
Yes.
Okay, Sylvia. So yes, that's a very good question for our founders only webinar. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because most people are just interested in getting their one account and that's it, right? However, for those who want to share, okay, we have all this kind of training, I will tell you. But let me just say, because you asked, for those of you who are here and you want to share, well, you just tell them, first and foremost, let me seize this opportunity to say that we are not an MLM company, because some people may be thinking, is this MLM? No. What's the difference between Onpassive and MLM? An MLM company, multi-level marketing, that's what that stands for. Usually, normally, by law, if a company is registering to be an MLM model, that company has to say, what are the qualifications for someone to get paid? Usually they'll say you bring in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Most of them are using 2. Bring in 2 and you get qualified to get paid, right? Well, say, Sylvie, you bring me and Maddie. Well, guess what? You are qualified to get paid. Now I have to get 2. Maddie has to get 2, so he can get qualified. And those 4 have to do the same thing. So the chain continues. And at some point it breaks because not everybody can recruit. Not everybody can bring people. That's the great thing about Onpassive. You come in, you don't bring anybody. When we launch, the AI traffic is going to grab those customers and put them under you, and continue to do that. And as the deeper is going, the more money you're going to be making. So you can just go to vacation and make money. Because guess what? But you told them that we are joining a revolutionary AI IT company. AI stands for what? Artificial intelligence, right? IT stands for information technology. So an AI IT company in the making, okay, so your friend told you it's like Google. No, it's like Google plus Facebook plus YouTube plus everything that you see out there, Zoom, put together in one place. That's how big it is, right? And that's why I tell people, it is the biggest thing that you can imagine. It has never happened. I'm not even sure if it's going to happen again, right? So you get the $97, come in. The more you find out about this company, I can assure you, you're gonna have a lot of sleepless nights, a lot, okay? So just tell them, come in, it's a revolution in the making. The biggest thing using artificial intelligence, most people have heard that, they don't know what it means, okay? Artificial intelligence, putting it together, making it as big as you can imagine. Come in, get your spot. If you're in it, you will win it. That's it. Everybody who's in as a founder will win when we launch. But if you come to our Monday meeting, every Monday, you're gonna be getting these things, right? Because we'll talk about all these things, this and many more, so that you become really, really good at it. Okay?
Sylvie, are you okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Most importantly, Sylvie, just invite your guests to the guest webinar and they'll be cool. Manuel, please unmute yourself, Manuel. I'll get to you, James Bell. Manuel?
Good morning, y'all. My name is Manuel Fernandez. I live right now in Louisiana, USA. And I joined last March 2020. And I'm one of those slow ones who couldn't understand what was going on or was afraid to share something that might be financially deterring to somebody else. But I'm starting to get the hang of it, and I keep hearing about things I don't understand. Like, for example, the back office. How do I get? I'm a founder. I paid my $97. How do I get to the back office? Number one.
Okay, Manuel, you need to come on Monday, please.
Monday, what time?
2 p.m. Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Where are you calling out of? What state?
I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, so you're at the East Coast, right?
3 p.m. 1 p.m.
Are you Central?
Central.
Okay, so that would be 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing, because that's why we say, first of all, if we start taking comments and questions from founders, we're never gonna get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, there are certain things that are proprietary, okay, that we don't want to guests to be part of or to know about. That's why on Monday, my friends, 2 p.m. Eastern, anything founder related, if you're a founder, when we say these things, we say for a reason. If you're a founder, come to that meeting, okay? And we will even share our back office with you. So I'll say, hey, Manuel, is how you get your back office. It opens up, you'll see it, right? We don't want to do that in front of guests, okay? Those are the reasons. So,
okay.
Is that good? I mean, is there any other thing else that you wanted to just generally say before we go to the next person? You're muted, Manuel.
Yes, sir. I muted myself by accident.
Okay. Are you good?
Yeah. Well, I got a couple more questions.
Right.
All will be answered in the guest meeting.
On
Those
Monday.
are type questions.
Okay.
Right? Hopefully.
I got it. I'll be there on Monday.
Okay.
Manuel, I have sent you a private message with the Telegram group where you will be able to get the links. So just check the message chat here and you'll be able to get the link so that you can get informed of that meeting. Thanks.
James Bell.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Can you hear me? Go founders go, the Onpassive way, built by design. Woo! Anyways, just wanted to put that out there. I know for all the newbies and people that have only been here for like 2 days, all I can say is when you register, or the newbies, go to your back office and look at all the videos. There's lots of information there, and you will learn on what to say to anybody that you want to share this with. That's all I wanted to say. Just go to your back office and share and look at the videos and learn, because there's a wealth of information there. Okay.
Thank you, James. We appreciate it. Louisa, please can you unmute yourself and show us your video, Louisa?
Good morning from Houston.
Your video, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you very well.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you because I was the lady that asked the question that I don't know anything about this. I love you, Charles. I love Eugene. There's a guy that shared his number on the on the Zoom that day. I had to call him, and he was able to tell me one or two things that is helpful to me. I love the question or the answer Mr. Charles just gave about questions concerning back office. Personally, I don't know, but he just said something. If you come in on Monday for the meeting, you'll be able to get some information on this. That is very helpful. So I pray that Monday I'll be available to join the meeting. I think I'm getting a little bit understanding what is going on with Onpassive. That is very good. I'm not a marketing person, but I believe this will help me to be one. Thank you all.
All right.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
Louisa.
Lisa.
So I think I want to say something real quick before we wrap up. I think we're about wrapping up. Onpassive was designed for non-marketers, right? If you're gonna find out, most of us or most people here are not really marketing people, okay? And what I've noticed though is that in my team, one of the people with the biggest teams has never, ever done network marketing in her life. But all she decided to do was, wow, this is an amazing opportunity. I have to help as many people as possible. That's all. So it is not, you're gonna find out that the so-called network marketers who think they know it all, right? They're not even here. Why? Because they're selfish. They just want to make money now. If he's giving me money now, I'm in. If he ain't giving me money now, I am not in. Okay? They're gonna wait until we launch. And then they're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, what have I been missing? And then they're gonna come running helter-skelter, trying to do what, you see, that's the difference. So we are attracting people with heart. People that come in, they say, oh my God, how many more people can I bring to enjoy what I'm about to enjoy? That's it. Okay, so you're in a good place, Louisa. Okay, relax, enjoy the ride. You'll be glad you joined. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. I can't see any question, but I wouldn't mind to call on one or two leaders to at least let's hear their voice. Sean, are you there, Sean? We've not had you all throughout the presentation. Just an hello from you.
Cyrus, I had made him co-host. I don't know if he's listening, but yeah.
Yeah, he is.
And also, if he's not there, I would like to hear a word from Julie. Hey, Julie.
Hey, I'm listening, guys, of course.
Oh, you're listening. Okay, Julie will come after you. Okay, Sean,
Marlo.
go ahead. You look like you're driving. Are you driving or something?
No, I'm not. I'm just listening while I do a little cleaning. But fantastic information. Great presentation today, Charles, brother. You know, one thing I can just tell everybody here, for someone who's been in since 2018, I can say, you know, we talk about what we can afford, what we have to lose. Well, I'll tell you this, what you can't afford is to miss this opportunity, because there's not going to be anything like this again. You know, we really have to understand what we have here. You know, for someone who in the past has used these type of tools, it's very expensive in the marketplace. To have all of these amazing tools under one umbrella is astronomical. The things that we can do, what we can do to help our families and our loved ones, and, you know, just generational wealth, and to also be able to bless others is just going to be a savior. You know, we can become heroes in our own community. And I believe that we have the answer, we have the golden ticket. So I won't talk your guys' ears off too much, but just, you know, it's overwhelming to see where we've come from in the last 2 to 3 years. You know, like I said, for myself, I've been in this business for a while now. And just to see the type of people that have risen to the occasion and become great versions of themselves is amazing. So keep up the good work, Charles, and everybody else. It's good to be here with everybody, all the leaders, Marty, Mike, Dan, I know those guys were here, or Mike was here earlier, Redford, Marina, fantastic as always. Shout out to Julie and everybody else. Just have a great Saturday, and we'll keep up the good work. We're soon going to be there, so just buckle up, you know, hold on to your bootstraps, because this is going to be like none other. So God bless everybody. Good to see everybody today.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean. We are very blessed today to have a lot of sub-leadership council members in the house. There's Julie, there's Milo. But before I come to you, Julie and Milo, let's go to, I see a hand up. I don't know if it's a guest.
Yeah, William. William, go ahead.
Yes, I'm a founder. I would just like to add for the new people who go into the back office, go into the inbox, and there's a whole bunch of things from Ash, how to navigate the back office and things. He does a really good job on navigation. So you need to do that for the new people. Go right into the inbox and go through all the videos, all the messages from Ash.
Okay, William, again,
Thank you.
That's for Monday. That's for coming Monday.
All right.
Okay. And because, again, that's proprietary, we need to open your back office to show you that, okay? That's why we'll have those meetings.
I've got Maddie here.
But Larry, I want to make sure that William is good first. William, are you good? Can you come on Monday and get that information?
I think he got a call. He probably had to take it.
I can.
Okay, great. So see you on Monday then. What's up, Maddie?
Yeah, before we close up, I know for people that are brand new, there's a lot of information here, but simple, simple, simple. It's automated. If you're in, you win. They do everything for you. They build for you. They share for you. They get traffic for you. They close the deal for you. They build wealth for you. It's a done deal. There is nothing out there in this planet. I've never been to another planet, but there's nothing on this planet that compares to it. Zero. Trust me. I've been everywhere, seen it all. Don't waste your time. Pay the $97. You're not 100% sure. Figure it out after the fact. Don't let this train take off because it's moving slow right now. Eventually, it's going to be the bullet train, and you're going to want to be on it. Trust me. Thank you very much. Great meeting, Charles.
Thanks, Maddie. So it's like a plane on the runway. It starts off slow, and it picks up steam. When it gets really, really fast, it moves up. So get in while it's still slow. We're steaming, we're moving very slowly, but it's about to take off.
I'm really surprised. I thought Marty was from Mars. Thanks for the info, Marty. No, this is fantastic. I wanted to hear from Marlo and Julie, and I'm not sure if Greg is here, also from the Leadership Council. So there's some great leaders here.
Guess what? I saw Angie was here too. I don't know if she's still here.
And Angie.
She might be gone. But yeah, let's hear from Julie. Julie, want to hear your voice. All women first. Then we'll go to Milo.
Hello, thank you so much. Thank you, Charles. Head off to you, Charles Osong, to Marina, to Marty DeGamo, and all the leaders here. Man, you've been working tirelessly to help us, to help the company, to help other founders. So glad to be here. You guys, Onpassive is a lifetime. You know, it's one of the opportunities that have never seen in life, and it will never giving again. The time is running short right now. When you are in Onpassive, you are winning. No matter whether or not you are active or inactive, you are a winner, okay? To me, I feel like when I become a Onpassive founder, I have in my hand a winning lottery ticket, okay? The time is here. It's an all done deal for you. Everything that Marty said, everything that all the leaders shared today, it's 100% correct. All you got to do is get yourself in. The action that you take today will set your life forever, whether or not you be in or not. It will determine how your future will be. All you got to do is get in, get $97, founder position, get in. It doesn't matter how long it take you. Don't take too long. The opportunity is no longer, it's going to be out here. And you know what? What you receive from being a founder is so much more value, and you will understand it when you are in Onpassive, when you become a non-passive founder. every value of it. You can find it in every single founder. Not only that, you have a treasurer, which is a back office. When you founders, you can get in. Thank you so much for letting me say hello. Get in, everyone. Don't wait. Get back with the person who share. And everyone who are already in and realize, know that Onpassive is the treasurer. Send a thank you note to your to your sponsor. I wanted to thank you, my co-host from the Julie and Milo show. My dear Milo, he's working with me. We see each other every day, and we're here to bring founders out from their shyness. So thank you so much for having me on here. And I'd like to send the mic to Milo.
Hey, Milo, we'd like to hear your singing voice.
Hey, thank you, Charles, man. What a great show. Great presentation, man. I love hearing your presentation. Every time I hear it, man, I get something else out of it, man. That's just, there's like a light bulb movement goes on or whatever, but it's great, man. And I love being here with all the founders, man. I can't tell you, I meet a lot of you all the time. I feel like I'm one of the most blessed people in the world. I get to work with Julie every morning, every day, all day long. I get to work with all the founders, man. I get to meet them. I get to hear their stories. I get to know that, man, here real soon, and it's not going to be soon, or it's going to be soon, that I'm going to be going, I don't know, in the Caribbean or someplace, and I'm going to be sitting over there with a bunch of founders and just having fun, man. So thanks for having me on here, and thanks for allowing me to talk. I love your show, all the founders that are on here and the leaders, man. What great people to work with. Thank you.
All right. I think we've covered all the questions. I don't know if there's any on the chat that we missed, but I think we're done, right, Larry? Or anybody else can see anything? Marina, do you see
Yes, I can say Rose has been doing a fantastic work in the back end. Most of the questions, she's been attending to them, and I don't see anything outstanding.
Louisa, what's up again? Go ahead, unmute yourself.
The time for the meeting on Monday, you said is 11 or 2?
2 p.m. Eastern. Are you, you said you just joined.
No, I joined last year. I joined in, I think in September last year.
Okay, are you in any of our group chats?
Yes, I'm in the WhatsApp chat, yes.
Which one?
The one I just joined, I joined through the WhatsApp. I don't know. It's
okay. So every group has a name. I don't know if I'm trying to figure out if you're in one of the groups that I belong to, because
this one is the one I joined from is Onpassive $. I think
I don't know about that one. I don't know who formed that. I don't know if they sent our meeting schedule to that group. Are you in any of our Telegram groups?
No.
Okay. I think Marina has a Facebook group. Marina, do you want to get her to your Facebook group so she can get information, please?
Well, it's called Onpassive Africa United. I'll get the link now.
So basically, Louisa, we'll post all the meetings, and also guess what? Yeah, everything is gonna be in the back office.
You know, I don't know how to access the back office. That's my problem too. I'm sorry, don't laugh at me.
Okay. All right, no problem. We'll show you how to do that on Monday.
Okay.
So let Marina go to.
So when you say 2 p.m., is it 2 p.m.? I live in Houston, United States.
No, that will be 1 p.m. Central. So we'll say 2 p.m. Eastern. So Central time will be 1 p.m.
Okay, for me. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Please, if you are a founder here, for the group, for the link to the group, we cannot drop it in the chat room here. In the founders only group, we discuss proprietary information matters. So get back to your sponsor or whoever invited you to this. As you become a founder, they will add you to the WhatsApp or Telegram group for founders only. Mr. Charles?
That's it. Thank you very much.
Sorry, there was a question. I can't find it now. It was from Lisa asking those who are registered. So if you registered, because when you register and you haven't paid, you're still a pending founder. Once we go into soft launch, the price will go up. It will probably go up by 50 or 100% from what it is now. Probably more to the 100% because of all the value you're getting with Onpassive. So let's just call it 100% increase from the $97. That's worst case scenario, I think. And then if you had not paid, but you registered like last month or today and you still hadn't paid, by the time we get into soft launch, you will have to pay that increased price, not the $97. And once we go into official launch, that's it, Lisa, no more founding member positions. So no matter who you are or what you be prepared to pay. Ashmafar said the doors will be locked once we go into once the soft launch is finished. So is the founding member positions. So please, guys, if you've got family members, Lisa, you said you got twin boys. I had 3 children who also said, no, once we launch, whatever, they don't understand what it's going to do to their future. If you can afford to buy them a position, open up a Gmail account for them, get a position, and then fund the account once we launch. And once it starts generating a residual income, you can hand it over to them as a gift when you feel it's ready. That's what I'm doing. So guys, please, if you can afford to buy a loved one a position, do it. And it will definitely, they'll be so grateful. They don't even need to know you're doing it at the moment, because the name can be changeable and you can just transfer that email over to them, give them the password and say, here's your gift. Okay, that's from me. So just get in. Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you, Laura, for coordinating this, and to all the people who spoke, and welcome to all the guests, especially we are so glad that you're here, and to all the founders and the Leadership Council members who joined us here today. Thank you from me, from South Africa. I bid you a wonderful Saturday.
All right. One more thing before we run off, right? So hopefully if there's any guest here, hopefully you'll be a founder by Monday, right? Hopefully. And if you're a founder by Monday, it means I can address everyone here as a founder. So as a founder on Monday, please do show up for the Q&A. Why? Yes, why? We quickly go over what you need to know as a founder. Now you're a founder, and then what? Also, we normally get meetings with our CEO, like we had one yesterday, right? And sometimes it can be philosophical or maybe technical. And so what I'll normally do, I'll take the main points that I think are important from his meeting, and I'll make it as simple as ABC, right? So that everyone, even without any IT background, can understand, right? And then after that, we've got a bunch of Leadership Council members, great minds, are going to be there, including Mr. Michael Williams, who was a numbers guy, right? And we take your questions from start to finish. So, and sometimes you may not have a question, or you may not think about it. Someone else asks the question and you say, aha, you see? So you don't want to miss out on these things. Just get involved, get connected, right? When you are connected, you will grow. And the more connected you are, the more excited you're going to be. That's all. All right. So having said that, I want to wish you all a great weekend and see you on Monday. Right?
We are in it to win it.
In it to win it. Yeah.